Hey guys, welcome to Barcelona United. Welcome to another video. And today, Barcelona have beaten Eibar by 3-0 thanks to goals from Antoine Griezmann, Luis Suarez, and Lionel Messi. This was what a difference. Like today, praise where praise is due. Everything was nearly perfect in this game today. A lot of good things to talk about, and this is the path to follow. This is the way that we should be playing every single game from now on, because apart from some other things that I'm going to criticize, because there's some things that I still didn't like about this game, but it mostly was pretty well, and we can see from the result that when you play well, results also come your way, and we see much nicer football. But without further ado, let's get started with lineups, and then we'll go and talk about the game. Barcelona opted to start with Marc-André ter Stegen in it, Sergi Roberto at right back, Jordi Alba at left back with Clement Lenglet and Samuel Umtiti at centre backs, a midfield trio of Sergio Busquets, Artur Melo and Frenkie de Jong, and a forward line of Antoine Griezmann, Luis Suarez and Lionel Messi. Mendilibar opted to go with Eibar with a formation of 4-4-2 with Dimitrovic in net, Oliveira Arvila at centre backs, and Heran Pablo de Blasic at the fullbacks with Pedro León, Sergio Alvarez, Pape Diop, and Fabian Orellana in the midfield, and a double forward line of Sergi Enrich and Charles. And what can you say about this game? It was absolutely unbelievable. The speed of this game was absolutely unreal. Eibar, as we know with Mendilibar, they're always a team that like to press you high up the field, a lot of high pressure, and I have to say, props to Ernesto Valverde, because this was moving the ball, like we were moving the ball at the speed of lightning. It was unbelievable. Like this is one of the kind of games where in the way that we were moving the ball, you don't have anything to envy a Pep Guardiola team. Like it was ridiculous. Like Frenkie de Jong, the best player of the game, so for me, like absolutely he was unbelievable. Artur was good, and I have to say, I've given him a lot of stick so far this season, but Sergio Busquets had an unbelievable game. Like it was great to see Sergio Busquets, and this is the kind of Sergio Busquets that I want to see more on and more, like every single time he plays. I hope that we can see Sergio Busquets every single time, because the best version of Busquets, or a good version of Busquets, will help us a lot to be the best version of Barcelona, definitely. The centre backs, Lenglet was imperious. He was superb. Nothing to say. For me, continues to be the best centre back of the season so far. Umtiti, for his first game back from injury, had a pretty good game. I gotta say, nothing to envy. We didn't miss Piqué at all. Actually, for a matter of fact, Eibar didn't have a single shot on target for the whole game. Ter Stegen couldn't be protagonist today because there was nothing to be protagonist about, and that is great to see. The less I see of Ter Stegen having to make saves, the better. Jordi Alba and Sergi Roberto in the first half were pretty good. Then in came Medo in the second half, but overall the fullback gave us a lot of depth, especially Jordi Alba attacking that left hand side. Again, for me, the best left back in the world at the moment. And the forward line, what can I say? Suarez, he was fine. Like attacking the space, like attacking wise, they were all fine. I think Griezmann was the best one for Matt. Not only because the assist, the goal, and the pass to the assist, but just because the way that he was playing, the way that he was moving. And this is a very important significance about what Deschamps said about Griezmann, that he's been playing our position. This has nothing to do with position. This has to do with mentality, and we saw it today. Griezmann, with the right mentality, can be a fantastic player, and that he had a goal and assist is just a product of him actually playing well. He was the best one, definitely out of the front three. Messi, he started slow, but then got into the game as the game went along. First half, he was, a bit off target, but then in the second half, he corrected that. I don't think it's because of match fitness. I think it's just he had in his day. It's perfectly normal. He's a human being. Suarez moving into the space, linking up with the play was, again, really good. But here's where the criticism goes, and I have to say that this game would have been very, very different. And what I saw today was that if we would have Griezmann in the middle with Ansu Fati and Carles Perez starting from the wings, this game would have been a lot more comfortable for us. Why do I say that? Am I saying that Suarez and Messi are worse than Ansu Fati and Carles Perez? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that Ansu Fati and Carles Perez would have allowed us to press high up the field and give us a lot more intensity than Messi and Suarez. I've said it time and time and again. Those players are not able to press anymore, especially Messi. Like Messi, we don't ask him to press, but if we don't ask him to press, he needs to be next to two people that are gonna be, running like horses every single minute of the game. And Griezmann tried to do what he could, but unfortunately, it wasn't the case. We can press from the front, and we need that if we are properly gonna be able to play. Because those moments where you tell me at what part did we lose the ball high up, like in Eibar's half, and we were able to recover it quickly? Not at all. We were only able to press once they got to our midfield, and that's when we actually pressed pretty well. But we need to be able to press from the front if we are going to be the best version of Barcelona. That's why Ansu Fati, Carles Perez, Ousmane Dembélé, Griezmann, players that are going to be more alive in the game. We need those players in the field, definitely. Not saying that Suarez and Messi and Griezmann can't start at all, but until Suarez shows me that he can press a lot more, until Messi's out of concern for injury, and until Griezmann becomes that David Villa, Pedro S player, then those three shouldn't start together at all. Although they were pretty good today going forward, there's more than just scoring goals. They need to do the other functions that they're asked to, because that's what they're assigned to. Basically, they have to fulfill every role. Otherwise, they cannot have an A grade as the match going along. But together with that, after we scored the 3 goals, it was the first goal, fantastic press from Clement Lenglen to Antoine Griezmann, who has the center back fall over. But I have to say that fantastic finish from Griezmann. Ousmane Dembélé, by the way, today should take note of how to finish a chance, because exactly what all the players did today was the proper way of finish a chance together. Lionel Messi with a fantastic link-up play, pass from Frenkie de Jong to Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez leaves it for Griezmann. Griezmann just a link of a touch for Lionel Messi, who finishes it fantastically past Dimitrovic, and that was a 2-0 after halftime just started. Then a few minutes later, a absolutely great pass from Antoine Griezmann to Lionel Messi, who sees Suarez to his side, scoops it up for him, squares it up, and Luis Suarez with an easy finish to make it 3-0 and finish the game off after about 60 minutes of the time has passed. And with that, I have to say that although we are a 4-3, Barcelona are a 4-3-3, and I want us to play 4-3-3 all the time, at least as much as we can, I have to say that if you're not going to play with Dembélé, Ansu Fati, or Carles Perez, I would be very interested to going back to the 4-4-2-ish, but instead of going to the 4-4-2, going to the 4-3-1-2, because there's no point to play wingers if you're not going to have actual depth, because Griezmann and Messi don't act as wingers, they act as false wingers, meaning that they spend very little time in those wide areas. So why would you do that and instead just play a 4-3-1-2 and have basically, what Zidane did with Real Madrid, of having Isco playing that number 10 spot, where he was, pressuring a lot from the front, that he was helping also a lot in defense. Basically what Valverde did with Paulinho in the first half of the 17-18 season, where he had Paulinho as the number 10 kind of as a false number 10, because he also dropped back and helped in defense, with Suarez and Messi as a double forward. I think that would be very beneficial. We can get the best out of Griezmann, the best out of Messi, and the best out of Suarez, and leave the width, to the likes of Alba and Semedo, which is not going to be the same as having two set of fullbacks and wingers on each side, but it's going to be able to get the best out of the forwards in the system that I think is going to suit Griezmann the best. So definitely something to consider when you're playing those front three, if you're gonna play those front three. Really good to see. Arturo and Frankie Jong get substituted respectively by Arturo Vidal and Ivan Rakitic. Nothing wrong in that. I think that they've played pretty much. I think they play each 2 games in the international break with Brazil and then at the Netherlands. There's a Champions League game upcoming against Slavia Prague. We have to travel to Prague, and I believe the starting lineup is going to be Arturo, Frankie de Jong, and Arturo Vidal. And I think that's perfectly fine for what we did today. We got the result. We got a good game. We need to start seeing more of this. Let it not be a one hit wonder. Like, I want this to keep happening. And Ernesto Valverde, Semedo should have played. That's the only criticism that I have to say about the team selection. I would like to see Tolivo, but Umtiti proved me today that he was good. That when he's recovered fully, he's going to be still one of the best center backs in the world, and that definitely should give Piqué a run for his starting spot in this team. Like I said, nothing bad to say about Eibar. They played their game. They just couldn't do anything because when Barcelona moved the ball at that speed, and when they're able to defend properly and just be positioned in the right areas, there's nothing to do. Barcelona are way superior, like it's supposed to be, and it was a comfortable win after a few missed chances from players in the first half. We were able to sentence the game off, and it was a good performance. Let's see what can happen against Slavia Prague. Let's see if we can get the 3 points in that game and start establishing ourselves in the top of the table in the Champions League. But with all said and done, leave me all your opinions about the game in the comment section below. What do you think? Who do you think should have won the game? How do you think Barcelona played today? Leave me all your opinions in the comment section below. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one, Blaugranas.